growth. It takes then it doesn't end there. Then the flowers comes, and they started. If you're planting the corn, then the shock started coming. Then you have a proper corn, and you harvest more than what you put in there. And so that is what patience does. You need to have patience in everything, and when you have patience, you see that your harvest is always plenty. Sometimes we don't have patience, and we do this, we do that, we go here, we do this. We want to plant today and harvest tomorrow. And so we need patience. Then the next step, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Patience is 5. Our next step is godliness. Moral, according to the dictionary, godliness is moral uprightness. Moral uprightness. And so when it comes to morality, when it comes to the thing, doing things right, doing things according to the nature of God, what are you? And sometimes, let me say this, sometimes morality is not doing things against the order of things, against creation, against the order of things, against what has been done. You see, against the way God has made things. Don't go against that. That is morality. You understand? And so we can connect that to our sexual life and all those things, but it also cuts also into trying to change the natural course of things. That is immoral. And so we have to learn all these things. And it's like immorality also when in the marriage the woman wants to be the man, and the women have become sissy. Men are not proper men. You understand? That is immorality as well. And immorality even can come to the church as a church setting where everybody want to do somebody is jealous of that person's position and want to take that position. This person don't want to do this and want to do that. This person thinks it's better to do this. That is immoral. And so when we do all those things, immoral is not just a sexual thing. Immoral cuts across all these things, and that is godliness. Godliness is knowing what you have to do and doing it, knowing your position and staying there. That is godliness. You see? And so now, the next one, the seventh one, is brotherly kindness, where you are able to, you prefer one another to yourself, preferring one another to yourself, where you feel for another. When you reach this point, that means you are really there. That means, because if you have climbed all these steps, naturally, you see that brotherly kindness will just flow with it. And when brotherly kindness has flown with it, remember, you are on a 7th stage. And between the 7th and the headstone is the river of separation. All that is left is swimming, crossing the Jordan River. You see that you will completely become a new person, a different person. Remember, we're talking about the 7 steps to the King's Chamber. You will become a different person. There will be a river to cross there. You'll be washed so clean, because nothing unclean can go to go to the presence of God. And this is not, when this happens, you see, this is not something that you move. It's something that you become something else. You be yourself. You be who you are, but you become a different person. And that is where we are. We all want to. That is what Enoch wanted us to know. That is why he took his time to build us the pyramid. And so we crossed the river of separation, and actually that is where we are. We were brought as a church to brotherly kindness. Now, for the children of God, we are at the river of separation. That's Ezekiel 47, 2-5. We are at the river of death, where we have to die, completely die to this being that we are, completely die to ourselves. But the death started from the faith, from the first one, up to the brotherly kindness. Now, with brotherly kindness, you don't see yourself anymore. You see yourself here, you see yourself there, you see yourself there. Who are you becoming? You are becoming invisible. You are becoming everyone. You see, remember, we are talking about, you are becoming God Himself. Because you see this one, you see yourself in His shoes. You see that one, you see yourself in His shoes. You see that one, you see yourself in His shoes. You are everyone. You are everywhere. Who is that? That is God. You are dying to self. You are being washed. That's what Jesus said. You will sit in the throne. How can two people sit in one throne? Now, answer me that question. How can two people sit in the same throne? You see, when you reach that brotherly kindness, you see that you move through the river of separation, the river Jordan. Now you does not live anymore. That is why the song came in. You do not live anymore, but Christ that lives in you. You are dead. You are washed away by brotherly kindness. Then, because brotherly kindness take you to complete love of God. Because the headstone is love, and that is God. Now you see yourself in that one. You see yourself in that one. You have pity for that one. You see yourself in that one. You see yourself in that one. You see yourself in that one. You see yourself. You are everywhere. You understand? And so you don't need to even travel to that person to go and visit him. You see yourself in that person. So when somebody is feeling something, you feel it. When somebody is praying, you see that you know the prayer. I have had a glimpse of those things. When somebody is praying, you see that God will show you. What somebody is thinking, you see that God will show you. And so can you just imagine when we completely reach that pyramid? So now, to end everything, let's read Revelation 22:1 to cap off what we have studied so far. Revelation 22:1. No, Revelation 22:1. And He showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of God and of the Lamb. And so now the pyramid is the throne of God. That's what I always say. The pyramid is the throne of God. That's why you see the connection. The pyramid is the throne of God. And so the river of life is proceeding out of the throne of God. And so when you reach that brotherly kindness, when you can feel for one another, when you prefer one another, before you reach that point, that means you climb really from the very beginning, because you can never have that kind of brotherly kindness without climbing that step. If you don't have self-control, how can you have brotherly kindness? If you don't have faith, how can you have brotherly kindness? How can you prefer one another? And if you don't have faith, you will think, well, if I do it, what will happen? If you don't have virtue, how can you prefer one another? If you don't have patience, how can you prefer one another? If you don't have temperance, self-control, how can you prefer one another? And so, if you have that brotherly kindness, that means you've climbed the stairs. That means you've climbed the stairs. And when you reach there and you stay there, you stay under the sun long enough, and you stay there as in the brotherly kindness. You don't let your love be quenched by iniquity, by behaviors. And you stay there long enough, you move through the river of separation, Jordan. You sit in that throne. And so, that's why the sign of eternity, from mortality to immortality. That's why the snake is the one. Why do they use the snake? The snake when the skin is so hard, he removes the skin and it becomes a new creation. And so in this system, as we are, through these steps, we are removing that scales. We become a new creation. From brotherly kindness through the river, pure love of God would be. And so when you are there, it's not you again, it is God. You have gone already. And so after you climb, you go through the river of separation. That's death. You understand? That's death. That's life taking control of them, because you are full of death. You're full of this body is a pest house. And so when you read that brotherly kindness, you understand, you are climbing to go. All that you are doing, you are climbing to God. When you read that brotherly kindness, you go through the river of death. Now it's not you anymore. That is God. You have climbed to the king's chamber. You've had an intimacy, and now there is another being. You are walking about, but that is God in completion. You are there and you are there. You are there and you are there. And why? That was the walking. That's Enoch walking with God. And that's what Enoch wanted us to know. God bless you. Before I end, I will sing my song again. Please, if you are in any situation, sing this song. Sing this song. You know, sometimes this song comes to me, and if I don't continue to sing it and record it, sometimes I just forget. It just go away from me. But this one I've recorded it, and so I can always refer back to it and refresh my mind. And so this is the song again. All my chains has been broken. All my pains has been taken. Jesus has taken them all away. And now it's not me who lives, but Christ who lives. Oh, all my chains have been broken, and all my pain has been taken. Oh, Jesus has taken them all away. And now it's not me who lives, but Christ who lives. God bless you, and I will come your way again with another word from our Heavenly Father, as and when He gives. Please share the video, subscribe, let your friends and family know about True Vine TV. Sometimes I'm mistaken it for True Life. True Vine. I think it's the same. True Vine TV. God bless you, and you have a wonderful day. Remember, keep climbing. Rich brotherly kindness. Stay there. Don't let your love be quenched by iniquity. Stay there. You move through the river of separation, and you come out from the other side as a new being. It will not be you that is living again, but that is a complete God. God bless you.